Hi everyone. So I just did a album review on my Patreon for The Who Face Dances. I've never heard the whole album before. And so you can either watch it here, but just know that on YouTube, because of copyright, I had to speed up the music and but you'll be able to hear my little mini review of each song and a rating at the end. And if you want to listen along with me, I have it public on my Patreon. So anybody that wants to watch the whole video is more than welcome to. And please consider joining my Patreon for as little as $2 per month. And there's hundreds of videos and, album reactions and song reactions. And as you will see at the beginning of this, one of my longtime patrons, Pau Barabajagal, is that how you say it? She's really supported me a lot through the years and been really kind to me with giving me like Ween CDs, Ween t-shirts, and all kinds of other music. So I thought I would do a bonus album reaction for her. So here it is. Please leave your thoughts. Either, go to Patreon and watch the whole video or watch the edited version here. And then let me know what you think of The Who Face Dances and what you would rate it out of 10. So thank you. So this is for Pau. It is The Who Face Dances, an album I've never heard. And I thought I would do this early for Pau because she's been a great supporter of my Patreon and in the past when I had other patrons. And, she's given me lots of CDs, Ween t-shirts and all that. So this is a bonus album request for Pau. And so feel free on May 1st to recommend another album for next month. I just thought I would kind of surprise you with it. And I'm going to do this again, not just with Pau, but other people that are on the album reaction level once in a while. I don't want to have any set times or anything, but I will surprise somebody else again at some point with an extra album reaction. As long as it's under, around 40 minutes or so. This one I think is 38 minutes without the bonus tracks. So let's do this. As I said recently in a video, I kind of gave up on The Who after Who Are You when sadly Keith Moon passed away. I do know the song You Better You Bet. I've heard that, of course. I don't know if I've heard anything else on here, like the first 9 songs are from the original album. So I'll give it a rating out of 10 at the end. I'll do a little mini review of each song. What I might do is I'll rate each song separately and then with a calculator, see what the average comes to out of 10. So here we go with You Better You Bet. And I'm making sure I'm recording. I've had, once in a blue moon, I have an issue with my microphone, but it's working. I just have to make sure I double check. Here we go. Yeah, so when that was on the radio, it was catchy. I did like the song, and I still like it today. But it doesn't have the power of The Who with Keith Moon. It sounds kind of safe. I love the chorus. The verses are good, but and I love the ending, the way the song ends. So I would give that like a low 8 out of 10 to start. Good song, but it ain't. You won't get fooled again. So next up is Don't Let Go of the Coat. I might have heard, one or two of these songs, but like the song title sounds familiar, but not sure if I've ever heard it. Here we go. Yeah, I like that. It was very good. The thing is, I was kind of confused. Like, who was singing? Is that doesn't sound like Roger? It doesn't sound like Pete. But I think it was Roger, right? And just reading up on it, I guess Pete did do a redo this with his vocals, but it just didn't really sound like Roger there for the most part. But it was good. Nice acoustic guitar and everything. I'll give that 8 out of 10 also. It's good. Very good. So next up is Cash Cash. Yeah, that was just okay. Kind of boring for me. The music was good, but just wasn't catchy or anything. For the first listen. So I give that like a maybe I'm going a bit too high on this, but I'll give it a 6 out of 10 for a first listen. Now the quiet one I know was written by John Entwistle. Curious to hear this one. Here we go. Well, that had some energy. That was really good. Yeah, John Entwistle. I love his songs in The Who. Uh, and, the guitar work was great. His vocals are, if I just heard that song, I wouldn't know it was John Entwistle, but it was really good. I'll give that a 9 out of 10. That could, end up being like a 10 out of 10 after a few listens. Pretty good. All right, the final song on side 1, Did You Steal My Money? Yes, I did. I didn't like that. Yeah, I'm curious what anyone else, watching this thinks of this album. This is my first listen, right? So it's almost all new to me. I didn't like the "Did you steal my money?" Going back and forth. That was kind of annoying. The lyrics I didn't care for, but the music, of course, is not bad. So I don't think I could have any song any lower than 5 out of 10. Yeah, that's what I'm going to give it. But I don't think I'll go any lower than 5 because, the music is always at least good. So we flip over the vinyl and the song is How Can You Do It Alone? Okay. Yeah. By the way, I'm yawning a lot. It's not to do with the music. I just didn't sleep well last night. That was kind of, I don't know. I really liked parts of it, and then other parts not as much. But it was certainly better than the previous song. So I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. It was kind of catchy, and uh, it was pretty good. Yeah. Next up is Daily Records. Yeah, not much, guitar work to, guitar solos or anything so far. Not that Pete was known for guitar solos, I guess. Well, that's my second favorite song after the quiet one. I loved, Pete. I love Pete's vocals. I think I actually like Pete's vocals more than Rogers. Not that Rogers, Rogers, of course, a great singer, but yeah, I just love the tone of Pete's vocals. And they both sang really well on that. Even a little bit of guitar. Woo! So I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. All right. Next up is You. I know it's written by John Entwistle, but Roger sings it. And just reading up on it, I guess John Entwistle was going to have it for his solo record, and then Kenny Jones loved the song so much he talked him into having it on this album. Yeah, best song on the album. 10 out of 10 for that. The drumming by Kenny. Way to go, Kenny. I know that, Roger, I don't think was completely happy with Kenny on drums, but, what can you do after, Keith Moon passes away? So that was awesome. Really good. All right. The final song, Another Tricky Day. And that's the other thing I was going to mention is I was kind of, they always usually fade out the songs. I kind of wish, especially with the previous song, they would just kind of end it, because it was a great rockin' song. So that song was really good. I love when, Roger and Pete singing together. That was really good. So I would give that song for a first listen like an 8 out of 10. So I totaled everything up. My favorite songs were The Quiet One. Well, You is my favorite song, and then The Quiet One and Daily Records. My least favorite was Did You Steal My Money? It was... See, I wouldn't buy the album, right? Like, it's certainly not a bad album, but I have no interest in buying it, even after hearing it after all these years. It was, it was good, but it wasn't, I wouldn't say it was great. So when I tallied all of the ratings up, I got a 7.72222222222. And so it's between a 7.5 and an 8. It's not an 8. So I'm going to, a 7.5 that sounds kind of, because there are some really good songs on this, really strong ones. So yeah, that's what I'm going to give it. 7.5 out of 10 for Face Dances. Thank you, pal. And make another request for May 1st. Thank you. Bye.